To wrap up the series, I want to share a little bit more about team workflows. So there's two main concepts that I want to cover, sharing and comments. That's kind of one. And then the other is templates. So we're going to start with sharing and comments. When you're happy with your prototype, let's say I like the one that I have here, the most common thing you're going to want to do is share it with other people. When you go to share inside of Magic Patterns, you'll notice that we can click the top right button, share here, and we have the ability to invite people in our workspace. So this keeps it private still, but share with people who are also in Magic Patterns, or you can share a link with others. When you're sharing a link, you also have the ability to provide a password or restrict access if you want to, so that people who don't have access or shouldn't have access can't see the content you put together. Let's take a look at the share link here and just kind of look through the differences. So we'll open this up in a new tab. And this is kind of the experience that we get as a user who's viewing a shared prototype. So it looks a little bit different than the default experience that you're used to. One thing we'll note here is that you do have the ability to turn on comment mode and throw a comment on any element of the page. So I can, for example, comment on here, and I can say, this spacing looks great, and add in that comment there. This does require the user to have an account in order to comment. You can see that it captures my name here, the user who made the comment. And then again, from here, if we wanted to, you can, reply and continue on from here. So this is great for any type of review process that you might have on any types of prototypes that you're building. Cool. I'll also just share one other element. So you also have the ability to export. Really clearly, this is not sharing, right? So this is exporting information from Magic Patterns to some other source. And so if you wanted to, for example, you could hand this off to your engineering team by syncing it to GitHub or downloading the code, or having them connect from something like Claude Code to Magic Patterns using the MCP. And then finally, you publish. This is usually used more for publishing to the web. So if you wanted to host a real website with Magic Patterns, you could do that through here. So more often than not, sharing is going to be the way to go. All right, so we covered sharing. The last thing I want to cover is templates. So let's say that this page here is one that really closely mimics the homepage of my application. And rather than having every team member rebuild this every time they want to, I can actually just share this as a template that they can reuse. So up in the top kind of bar here, you can click on this and go to Publish Template. What this does is it automatically puts it into the template section and invites your entire workspace in order to use this template. So we go back over to our workspace here, we go into templates, we'll see that that should be available here. And again, the whole point of this is that you can put a lot of time and effort into making something be a really good baseline for your team and then publish it for them to use, and they automatically get access in order to edit or modify or make new prototypes on top of that. That's going to be it for this one. When you're ready, I'll see you in the next one.